What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gentry and Sons. So on today's video, we're going to start off by waiting on my wife. So we're going to vote, and I don't know if you guys have that issue, but you know, sometimes she's right on it, but when we're going somewhere together, it just seems like hurry up and wait. There she is. About time. I knew when you said you was ready, it'd be another hour.
What? No. I had to go get my purse.
All right, so we're gonna go vote, and then we're gonna go see what progress we've got done on Weston's truck and pick up the forklift. All right, guys, we made it out here. We went and voted, got the voting out of the way. Now we're out here checking out the progress on Weston's truck. So this thing's ready to go back to the shop so we can start reinstalling everything. Man, this frame just on the outside of the truck looks so freaking amazing. That is insane how good this looks. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. I cannot wait to put this thing together and see what it looks like going down the road. I don't want to hide anything on this frame because it's so pretty. Like, you know, a lot of times you want to fill spaces in, but on this thing, it's like I just want to leave it. So yeah, I'm pretty tickled with that. But anyways, we got the cab straightened out. So I don't know if I said in the last video or not, but the cab was our hardest part of this whole deal. Because this whole entire cap and the cab was completely, where it had been rolled over, this whole cap back here was completely pulled loose from the cab. All the way up through here, over through here, and all up under here, that was all broke loose. And the cab was warped and it was bent. So we had to completely pull the cab apart, redo the cap, and then straighten the cab. But now it is 100% square. We got a new door for it, and we're ready to start. Larry's gonna finish up the body work because we just did that cap. So he's got to finish the body work on the cap, and we're pretty much done up here other than just cleaning everything up and painting it. So we're gonna paint the cab and the sleeper at the same time. But I can go ahead and take the transmission and the motor and the frame and put everything back together, because we're going to run all new airlines and hoses and all that good stuff. That way we don't have to worry about when we put the cab on and the sleeper on, we don't want to have to scratch anything up or hit anything because we're, you know, messing around with it. So man, I am so tickled with this thing. Look how straight that thing turned out. I mean, that is nuts. You can't even tell it was cut and stretched at all. I mean, wow. And I was worried about that, if that was going to work out or not. So, but anyways, we got to get this thing to the shop. We got to get the motor to the shop and the transmission and all the parts, which we're going with black on the motor. I don't know if you guys have seen the motor yet or not, but the motor's done. We got blue valve covers, so it kind of matches. I guess it's a blue top now, blue top Cummins. So we were going to freshen this motor up, but when Weston bought the truck, he was told that it had already been freshened up, and you know, I kind of believed it as well once I heard the motor and seen it run. No blow by, don't use any oil. So we pulled it apart, and this thing looks brand spanking new inside. So, and the transmission, he's got a fresh 13-speed going in it. So, we painted it to match the motor. It's got a 2250 easy clutch going in it. So it should be able to handle, we're gonna throw 700 horsepower at it, 600 to 700. And manifold, we're gonna put a big turbo on it. So it should handle the power no problem. But guys, we're down to just sticking this thing back together and painting the cab and the sleeper. And by the time I get done with getting all this done, the cab and the sleeper should be ready to go on it. I can't tell you exactly what we've done to the sleeper yet, and even we might even change the sleeper. But that is going to be a surprise for the very end. For the last video, you will see the sleeper on it. We need the forklift at the shop to lift the motor out of the other International. So I'm gonna let these ramps down and see if I can't load this thing up on this trailer. That's a heavy forklift. Yeah, straight on. This way a little bit. Straight, yeah. That way. Right there. Hold your wheels right there. Right. You got it. Yeah. Go ahead. That went way better than I thought it was going to. All right, guys, so we're all loaded up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that big diesel forklift that I got up in Ohio. We're going to bring it out here because this one, it does a pretty good job lifting stuff, but it won't pick up. Like, I need to pick up that whole motor and set it on the trailer, and that one there gets a little tippy. We got way too much money invested in that thing now for taking that risk. So we'll take it back to the shop and then bring the big one out here. She can back 53-foot trailer blindsided with a load on it, but she can't back a denali out. You can back in there. Come on, you got it. Back on in there. Use your camera. These new big trucks got cameras on them, honey. You ain't like the old ones. All right, good job. You did good. Proud of you. All right, guys. The old Power Stroke's ready to go home. She got a brand spanking new transmission in her. Oh, baby. Get my truck back. I don't know why I like this old piece of junk, but I love this thing. So she got a new transmission, new torque converter. You got all the goods and bells and whistles and all that stuff, and got all the Sonics upgrades and all that. So she should be good to go if I can get across this road. I got a TS6 position I'm gonna put in it. Oh yeah. Nice and firm. See if she gets locked up. Oh baby. That's what I'm talking about. So if I put this thing back out on the road, I'm gonna keep it home for a couple weeks and drive it myself, and then do a probably put a seat in it and a couple other little things. All right, so now we got the forklift home. We got the Power Stroke home. We got something else to show you. And then we got to go do some dirt work. Getting her all put up. All right, guys, so here's the monster. So this is a 383 stroker. It is a Mopar motor. So I don't know if you guys remember the burnout truck, my Uncle Richard's old truck, the Dodge 1500. So Braxton has completely demolished that thing. Like literally, he has broke the axle out of it, blew the tires off of it, shot so much nitrous through it, he blew the whole entire engine apart. Somehow it still runs, but it is on its last leg. And it did not have enough power. So when we went to Cletus and Cars, I had a 150 shot of nitrous on it, just holding it the whole entire time. And I could barely get up in second gear and keep it there. So I had to stay in first gear, which wasn't enough wheel speed. It was fun, cheap little fun burnout truck. But now we have changed some things up. So now we have this. This is a motor Dad's had for a while. And we didn't even, I forgot he even had it, so did he. So we also have a set of Moner rods, a set of forged pistons. We've got a blower that's going to go on it. We did order a set of heads for it. But this is just something Dad had laying around. This motor before with a blower on it made like 800 horsepower. So it's plenty of power, but he wanted to pull it apart and re-ring it. There was a few issues with the motor, I guess, where it had been sitting. And Dad just had it sitting to the side. And we decided to go ahead and pull it completely down and just do a complete freshen up. So it's got a big Callie's crank in it. So this thing before Hell, it turned like 8,000 RPM, 7,500 to 8,000 RPMs pretty safely. So now we've got a transmission. We just picked it up. It's been completely built. We're going to do like a 727 deal in it, like a truck transmission. So we had one of those built. We had a rear end built for it because we keep breaking axles in it. And then we've got that motor that we're trying to get together for it. And that is going to go in the Ram. I really think a lot of people is going to appreciate it more just because we're going back with a Mopar. I do have an LS motor we could have stuck in that thing, but I want to go Mopar. I want to go compete with a Mopar motor. Them things rev fast, they sound awesome, and they perform pretty good as well. So, and Dad's got quite a bit of experience building Mopars. So I really think we're going to be safe with it, have fun, and hopefully be able to compete. I don't think we'll be able to compete in like the pro level just because it's a truck, but we're going to have the power to compete. We shouldn't have no issues with power. I think if we wanted to, we could push it up to 1,000 horsepower. But at 800, keep it detuned at 800. It should live for a while, be safe, and actually be able to compete and have fun. Getting the kingy pins put in it.
Yeah. Clean her up. A little dirty.
So nice this thing having oil pressure now. Dad, what do you think it would take to tape this thing off, scuff it, and throw just a quick paint job on it? Like nothing crazy, just something quick.
Couple days.
I mean, it's gonna be a work truck. It ain't gonna be nothing fancy.
It does need it because it's
I mean, yeah, it's
where they have just patched it up and everything, and we just used it.
I mean, it's not a bad looking old truck. Got a good hood on it. That's what counts.
There's a, I don't know if you know about it, that crack underneath the window, fiberglass. There's no crack in there. Over there on the passenger side in the corner. We're gonna fix it. That's what they need fiberglass for. I'm gonna teach you. You're gonna be a really good mechanic one of these days.
One day, Devin.
There you go. Make sure it's all spotless and clean. Look like you can eat off of it.
I hate doing kingpins.
I do too, but it's so greasy.
Oh, it's like miserable doing kingpins. I hate it.
Especially when they don't want to come out.
So now this thing has awesome oil pressure. It idles at what, 30 pounds now?
Yeah.
And then going down the road, we're at like 55, 60. And all it was the whole time is the front rockers.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
A freaking set of rockers causing oil pressure issues. That is just insane. But we get surprises all the time. We always learn something doing this job. Being a truck, owning trucks, you're always going to learn stuff every week. Ooh, dang. I just noticed that.
Every day on Detroit.
Yep. This cab's aluminum. I mean, this over here is pretty dinged up, but I think we could straighten a lot of that out.
We'll make her look good.
Looks like this has been jackknifed, as you can see right there. But I think we can still make it look pretty good. It just drives so good and runs good, so
Mechanically wise,
it's good to go.
this is the way I want it. Body wise, that's your job.
We got that white cab back there. It's perfect.
I know. But when we put that hardwood floor down in this thing and the seats, the inside's where you really need to be comfortable.
Yep.
Then you start working on the outside.
No, I agree with that.
You're a truck driver. You know what's the most important thing? Comfortable inside.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right about that.
Well, let's take the one off that other truck. We'll just go ahead and paint this thing.
Yeah.
Just a quick paint job. I don't
I
want.
can have him back lights on it.
Yeah, we can do. Let's dress it up a little bit and then.
Back lights, fenders, like we did the red one.
Yep.
Throw a nice burgundy paint job on it.
We could paint it this weekend and be done with it.
No, it's gonna be raining this weekend.
This truck go inside, won't it?
Yeah, this will go inside.
We'll pull the cab over out and pull this one in.
Well, we'll have this done. And while this done, the body, the frame on this thing's not rust at all.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Works for me.
I need some bumpers. I need some lights in.
Okay.
Yeah. flat strap. Break it.
They look pretty good. I'd like to, I don't know, it's gonna have driver in it. We'll leave it with a muffler. That way it ain't so loud. Because if we take the muffler off of it, it's gonna be a loud girl. All right, guys, so we are finally getting Argosy finished up. And let's open up the front. I love this about the Argosy. This is my favorite part about it. Right here. Bam! I love that. So easy to access. You check your oil, put your oil in right here, your coolant. Everything is so simple to get to on this truck. So we got a new air conditioner on it. Not that we need air conditioner now, but it does have a new one. That way, driver can't complain. Got air conditioner and heat. And we got all new heater hoses for the heat. Hey, home dog, we need to put, come here, off one of the old junk trucks we got. We need to go get a cap for this and this, clean that out. Just spray some stuff in there where it don't rust up anymore. And then put a hose or something around this, that way it don't rub against that.
Gotcha.
It sucked to have these new hoses rubbed together, you know. And uh-oh, somebody didn't put them in the
I mean, I ain't gonna name no names.
I'm just saying.
I'll take them off in just a second.
Yeah, put them in their holders. Just keep her as factory as possible. Oh wait, look what I found. Right here. Dude, check it out. Check this out. Look what I found. Ta-da. Now we just need one for the low side. There's the high side. Look, even this one's not in there. So put that one in. With that one in, it'll probably, ooh, that's rubbing against that too. That'll probably keep it off of that. And then there wasn't one for this bottom. So with that one in, you could probably zip tie this one to that one and it won't rub against that. But other than that, it looks good down through there. It's a good hose.
I need to get rid of those. Those suck.
Yeah, they do. I would not complain if you did get rid of those.
You wouldn't complain? Oh my gosh.
No, wouldn't complain not one little bit. Let's top it off with everything. Let's go ahead and service it. Man, guys, I don't know if you guys know, let me know in the comments. The bumper and this piece right here, where can I get these at? For the Argosies. I see it's got the same headlights as the Coronados do, so I could probably, I don't like that right there. I would like to change the bumpers though. The bumper and this side over here that's cracked. That sucks. But besides that, we did delete the tranny cooler. It had the coolant temp style tranny cooler. So we took it off and put an air mounted tranny cooler that way. Because these engines will heat up off of the transmission temperature. I don't care what anybody says. If you got a cat and you're having heating problems, 9 times out of 10 it's the oil cooler or it's that tranny cooler. Because you got to think about it. All that road heat off this transmission and your radiator's trying to keep the transmission cool and the engine. So we always delete those and do air coolers on these. Alright guys, the freaking FLD is just such a trooper. No more leaks. It just made it back from its last trip. And now that we are loading it back up, it's going to Texas. And then when it gets back from Texas, we're going to put the stacks and the bumper and all that stuff on it. It's definitely earned some chrome. It's definitely earned its keep so far. So I'm going to give it some treats and make it look prettier and get it polished. And I've got to put the same matching rims on it. That's killing me as well. But got to talk to you guys about something. So I've been hitting around, you know, everybody's been asking why we're doing the crane thing. All right, there's a lot of steps to what I'm doing for our business. So we're trying to get to where we're self-efficient, to where we can do everything. So if a company comes, they got anything that there is, we can load it up. We want to be able to load anything, haul anything, go anywhere. If we need to go to Canada, I want to be able to send a truck to Canada. If I got to load a 30,000 pound machine, I want to be able to load a 30,000 pound machine. So I've been looking at rotators. The one that I'm looking at right now is a Peterbilt 389. It's got a C15 cat in it. It is a glider. It's a big rotator, triple axle deal. It does have a Zac lift on the back, or a wheel lift, I guess you'd call it, and pick up these trucks and tow them around. And I also want to have the option, if I have a truck breakdown, I can hook one to the back of this thing and go out and deliver it and pick up the other truck and bring it back. But what it's mainly going to do is it's double winch line. It's a 70-ton truck, so I can pick up anything and I can use a remote. I can stand right here, literally stand right here, and hit the button and let the winch down or the cable down and make sure everything's going right. I can watch it as everything works. This thing comes with all the slings, the remotes, everything. And there's actually a pretty big market around here for having a crane and being able to move around and go places with it. It's a huge market. So that'll give me some more stuff to do here as well. Since I'm home more now, I'm not out over the road all the time. I need something to keep me busy and keep me from going insane. So all you guys out there with tow trucks, rotators, especially, guys, give me some advice. Before I go dump this money off on this truck, what's the best to have? And I'm assuming, glider, cat motor, something that can run all day without having to worry about DEF and all that stuff. Is there any certain beds or booms or winches I need to worry about? Just any advice that you can give me, I am willing to listen. I don't want to mess up buying this thing. It's a very, very big investment, and I want to make the right investment right off the rip. And if you know where any nice rotators are, shoot me an email at a.gentry6@icloud.com. We are looking. I haven't bought this one yet. I'm probably going to go put a deposit down on it this week just so they'll hold it for a week or two so I can make the decision. But we are looking at a rotator, and if you got one, let me know. And speaking of buying trucks, we may have bought a Firetruck. So we've been trying to get some piles burned at the farm. So my fence people come and quoted the fence the other day. We're putting up a 6-foot tall razor wired fence. This thing's like, I did not ever think that fencing would cost so much money. And we can't do it ourselves because that 5-strand barbed wire fence around my 4 acres up there at the house, it took us a whole entire week to build that. So I couldn't imagine doing a chain link with razor wire. I had that quoted, but in order for them to build it, we had to do a bunch of clearing. We're looking to be able to hold anywhere from 400 to 500 boats or campers or trucks or whatever we're storing, whatever we're loading. We're looking to have a very secure, in the dry location, all concrete, and then a razor wire fence all the way around it. So insurance purposes, you have to have it. And when you work with these big companies, when I go to somebody and offer my services, I want to say, here, this is what you're getting. You're getting this, 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 and this. And I want you pretty much know what check mark they're going to want to check off. And that's what we're working up to. Yes, it's very expensive. Yeah, it's kind of crazy doing it right now with all the crazy things going on in the world. But if I'm going to take this business to the next level, and I'm going to keep jobs for my guys the rest of their lives, and we're going to be the best in the business when it comes to what we transport, we have to make these moves. So, yep, we had to buy a fire truck. And in order to burn the piles, that we've got all this land that we've cleared, all that stuff's all piled up, and we can't get fire permits without using the fire department. And the fire department charges $1,000, $1,500, sometimes even $2,000 to come sit and do a brush burn for you. So this fire truck was $2,800. It's on its way down here right now, and hopefully we bought a good fire truck. I know the guy that I got it from, I trust him. He says it's good. I didn't have to go look at it. So he says it works and that it's good, and I believe that it does. So when it gets here, we're gonna unload this thing and try it out. Now they can't tell me I can't burn anymore because I got my own fire truck. Brax, you gonna fire this thing up today?
Might not try it.
Oh, baby. Heck yeah, dude. Listen to that. Dude, that thing sounds awesome. Heck yeah, dude. I am so excited about that. I'm gonna drive this thing everywhere. What do you think about this sucker, Brax? Guys, poor trailer. This thing weighs, we didn't know how heavy it was. It weighs like 30-something thousand pounds, like 32,000 pounds. The truck handled it no problem, but the trailer looks a little unhappy. That thing's heavy, Brax. 32,000 pounds. Yeah.
This here, this is all set up around the lock here. This is your leg. It's all the way to the left. There's 4 more on the other side. It's where you prime the pump at. Water cools up there on the driver's side.
Yeah, that's your seat. Unless you're driving, then it's my seat, I guess.
That light there works too for the kids.
Hey, for like the wintertime when we take it to Christmas parades, they can sit back here, sort of keep them warm, huh?
Oh yeah, it does. The radiator is right up there.
Yeah. I'll take you to school in the morning.
There's a dog eating right on top.
Yeah. Tank's under this.
That wood looks brand new under that tarp.
Is that where the tank is? Heck yeah. Just so people can sit up there or whatever?
Maybe you set chairs over there so you can tell we have cold.
Yeah. Is that where the tank is, I guess? Oh, it's the storage. How much water does it hold, you know?
I thought it had wheel seals leaking, but it don't. It's axle seals.
Yeah.
When I looked under when it was on the trailer, it's not wet on the inside. Everything's marked. Color coded. This is the gauge for this discharge. This is for this discharge. So they made everything pretty much idiot proof. There's your water gauge. Okay, so it'll be this one. That one or this one?
fast I'm going. Oh, that's for the strainer relief valve.
You
I
know,
don't know if this has got a generator or an inverter. It's got some kind of weird electric plugs right here. It's even got a heater inside this tank.
it's some hoses for it. I think someone there.
We're going to find a couple axes too.
All pressure water.
Oh, that's cool. She got some good oil pressure.
Take her for a ride.
Go for a ride.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just about got a double clutch in her to make a fool out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and that little red button,
Yeah.
you get on slick right down to your right by the throttle lock.
Yep.
It's got a safety you got to flip up.
Yep.
That's to drop your chains for traction in the back.
Oh, crap.
Here, let me get that out.
Somebody said that's like $3,000 to have them put on.
Grab that headliner from him.
No, just run that headliner.
Don't break it, Brax.
Yeah, it's 3 pieces.
Alright. Is that Cummins? What?
Fire, fire.
Didn't work.
Next count works. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Here goes some mom.
Yeah.
I love it. Come out with your hands up. Come out with your hands up.
It ain't working.
Come out with your hands up.
No.
I wonder if mom's home. She not here?
She was. Oh.
Where's she at?
She might not be here.
She a cheer?
No pictures.
Oh man, that sucks.
She
Man, all that for nothing? Let's go for a test drive.
She'll be here in a minute. Like 6:45. 5:45. Oh, never mind. Hour. Beep, beep, beep.
Breaker, breaker. Breaker, breaker, 19. Breaker, 19.
What?
Breaker. Breaker, breaker. Come with this thing. Breaker, breaker. Breaker, breaker. Breaker. Breaker.
I might need some speakers.
Alright, let's go see if we can find another fire. stop it real quick? Let me get out and fire it up. I smell fire though. We need to go put it out.
Yeah, I smell it too.
You gonna put out the fire?
Yeah.
DFW, you got a fire going on here? We'll put it out real quick.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. I already put water in this thing out. Or, where do you get it at?
There's a fire hydrant in the shop. I don't know if we're allowed to use it or not.
It's actually pretty easy to use. I think you just take the, you take the cap off, you hook the hose up, and then you turn it on. It spills up.
I love this thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Yeah.
We gotta go show all of our friends.
Yeah.
Like, let's go everywhere. Let's go fill it up diesel and go somewhere. Let's see if this light works. Nope, no light.
Power? Okay.
No. Dang. There's a few things we gotta fix on it, but
Little interior and locks.
I think it just needs to be greased up a little bit. It's been sitting a while. We can haul boats with it.
There's a hook on it, maybe.
Oh, baby! Woo! Woo!
Eh. Hey, Dad, your light started working.
Did it?
No.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Sure.
Eh?
No, it's the reflection.
Oh. Look at it's working from there.
Turn the wiggle waggles on.
Yeah. Easy. Hey.
What do you think?
On.
You approve?
Yeah. Yeah. Indoor work.
It's a mag. These mags, you just can't hurt them, bud. Alright, we need a ladder. We need two.
Fire extinguisher?
Yeah, we need to put our names on it. Like,
Yeah. And axes. Almost there. Fire truck.
we can be. I don't know what the requirements are to be firefighters, but I mean, we got a trucking business, we got a construction business. Why not? Let's be firefighters now.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the requirements to be a firefighter? What's the requirements to be a firefighter? You gotta have a fire truck?
Well, I guess you gotta be insured.
Oh. The first call went pretty good.
Did it?
Yeah, just awesome. Fire went out before I got there.
Runs out pretty good, don't you?
It does, it runs awesome.
Just might as well tweak her a little bit.
There's every neighbor there was out.
Seeing what's going on.
Yeah. I guarantee you, it'll be on Facebook tonight. My house burned down.
Yeah.
Did I go, little man?
Yeah.
That thing actually sounds pretty good. You got the big headlights. I like it, Dad. I bet it's peppy, ain't it? Slipping?
Yeah. You can't get on it all the way.
Sounds good. Dad finally got him a bike. It's been a very eventful week, and I'm so sorry. I know my video quality has been down lately just because I've just been so hard at it and trying to video and catch up. So me being gone for a week in the hospital really put me behind. Like, I am so far behind right now, I can't see straight. And trying to get caught back up, and with this whole taking the business to the next level and the election and just everything going on. I've just been so busy. Even Braxton's been slam busy with me and helped me do everything that he possibly can. Even trying to do school and all that stuff and work on his RC car. He's got this thing. He's got his own little mechanic shop going on up in here. And he's just rebuilt this thing. I broke it the other day. I drove it for 5 seconds, actually, and the drive shaft quit turning, so I didn't technically break it this time. But either way, I do want to apologize. I will get our videos back on track. I know all you guys will understand because we've got the best fan base that there is. But I'm still doing the 30% off on all the merch. We've got a ton of it going out. I think all these boxes are going out in merch this week. So if you guys don't care, go on to GentryandSonsTrucking.com. Let's sell out the rest of this merch. We got hats. We've got new inventory coming in this week. And as soon as it gets here, I'll put it on the website. It's going to be like a Christmas shirt. We're going to do a hoodie and some new hats and stuff like that. And the shirt that we got coming is going to be, it is probably one of my favorites. So 30% off on all this merch, and then we'll go back to normal. And like always, guys, I appreciate you watching. We love y'all, and we'll see you on the next video. And hopefully we can get caught up. And I'm so ready for this election to be over and see what happens with that and see what happens with fuel. Because we just filled up one of our trucks, $7.19 a gallon. Literally, $7.19. How the heck do you make money paying $7 a gallon for fuel? Like, you would literally have to make $6 a mile every mile that you run to make a good living trucking with the way the fuel rate is right now. So it's getting crazy. I hope all you guys are staying afloat. I know it's hard right now. Guys, we just got to stay at it, because one thing about this country, it don't turn without trucks. And if they keep messing with the trucks, they're going to destroy the rest of the country. And that's what people they don't understand that. They don't see that. They don't have to see what we're going through, what we're dealing with. All they see is our trucks going down the road, down the interstate, when they cut us off and drive past us and, disrespect all the truckers on the road. So hopefully all these people driving these four-wheelers can start seeing what we have to see every day and start realizing what's going on. But anyways, I love y'all. We'll see you later, and be careful.